and of course the horse production.
Land pollution. It leaves its mark everywhere across the globe and can come in all shapes and sizes and even smells. It comes in the forms of giant landfills or as small as gum wrappers tossed to the ground at a park. These are both forms of land pollution.
We must take care of our Earth, which is why we will tell you how you, as an individual, can help save your planet. And instead of piling all of our trash into ever-growing, all-consuming landfills and wasting space, we can do 3 simple things as individuals to help the Earth and turn Mother Nature's frown upside down. We must reduce what we use, reuse products, and instead of throwing them away when we dispose of something, we must recycle.
Pollution is the contamination of soil and groundwater that may threaten public health and cause unsightly conditions of nuisance. This can range from an act careless as just throwing away your trash out your car window, or something as loud as going to Quick Trip every morning and buying a fountain drink when throwing it away in a garbage as soon as you're done with it, instead of
Purchasing reusable water bottles and refilling those instead of just throwing them away after one use.
As individuals, we pollute all the time. We are just so used to doing it in our daily routines that we become unaware of the consequences of our actions, like littering is a form of pollution, and doing things like throwing batteries in the trash and disposing of things like that improperly is pollution as well. The batteries will go to a landfill and then they will corrode and leak, and battery acid will seep into the ground, polluting the groundwater, and from there the natural wildlife will suffer, as well as us, as it will eventually make its way back into our drinking water.
because it's not convenient. It's far much easier to throw away all your items in one trash can and let it be, rather than taking all your trash and separating them each equally into different recycle bins that will recycle and not ruin our system.
Every day, humans dump trash everywhere willy-nilly without batting an eye. We toss cigarette butts into the streets, spit gum on the sidewalk, and throw things in trash cans. Now the last one may sound like an okay place to toss a half-eaten burger or an empty water bottle, or maybe even an aluminum can, but in fact, it all just ends up in a landfill, where it sits and trash of all sorts just piles up to the sky. As a result, we are making new things that we inevitably put in a landfill. The damage caused by land pollution is fairly bad. Every year, humans produce nearly 280 million tons of plastic. Most of this is ending up in the environment. Even if we managed to recycle half of this number since the year 2000, we'd still have over 1 billion tons of plastic waste in our environment. And that's just ridiculous. One of the largest and most easily prevented causes of land pollution is littering. We litter everywhere. It's just what we do as humans. We take a cigarette butt and we throw it out of our car window. We take a hamburger and we throw it out of our car window. We take a burrito and we throw it out of our car window. We take lots of things and we just throw them out of the car windows as we commute to work. And it just builds up over time.
As an individual, you can help. This earth we live in has to be kept clean for quite a while more. By burning up all our resources and throwing things into landfills, you waste so much energy. For example, the energy it takes up to 70% less energy to create paper from recycled materials than it does to create it from new ones. Or the energy it takes to make one new aluminum can is the same it takes to make 20 recycled ones. First, we reuse products. A good place to start would be, instead of buying a bottled water, to go to the store and buy a BPA-free water bottle. You can purchase reusable shopping bags made from recyclable materials that we waste less on paper and plastic bags that could be better spent elsewhere. Secondly, we reduce. By purchasing items with minimal packaging and recycled packaging, we exclusively will reduce the amount of new waste that we put out into the environment. Third step is to recycle. You should purchase products with only fully recyclable packaging and then dispose of them properly. The cost of solving this problem is fairly low to us as individuals. You can be part of the solution by doing something that as simple as buying a reusable water bottle to avoid creating waste from buying a disposable one every day. Most of the things you do will actually save you money in the long run, as reusing items will pay for themselves. The government is a strong supporter of going green. Businesses can receive tax breaks for doing things like recycling batteries and other environmentally healthy activities. There are also steep fines for coming individuals that dump toxins into the environment opposed to disposing of them properly.
Once again, it is important for each of us to do our part in reducing land pollution by reducing, reusing, and recycling. When dealing with land pollution, we should focus on how we ourselves can change and lessen our footprint opposed to looking at just how much needs to be fixed. The best ways you can deal with land pollution is to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Every bit is important, and we must do all we can within reason to reduce land pollution. And remember, recycle all the things!